Utah teachers, some of the lowest paid in the country, are forced to shell out hundreds of dollars of their own money to pay for basic supplies.
Yeah, our Beyond the Books team discovered what desperate teachers are actually doing themselves to help educate the kids.
Chris Jones joins us now with this. What is this all about, Chris?
Well, teachers are forced to essentially beg for school books. That's because the Utah State Legislature does not appear to have the political will to help them. But because of this story, we are hearing that things might change.
I don't like feeling like a beggar.
Utah teachers among the lowest paid in the nation.
So essentially what they're doing is begging for books on some level.
Yes, on some level.
Pleading for money for school supplies because Utah is 49th in education funding. So this is your classroom, right?
Yes.
And Cindi Lyn at Draper Elementary.
The rug we're stepping on, this is from Donors Choose.
Is one of those teachers.
So I have those Chinese graded readers.
She posts her classroom needs on Donors Choose. It's a crowdsourced fundraising website. Think GoFundMe for schools. It helps teachers like Cindi pay for supplemental supplies like furniture and books.
If it weren't for Donors Choose, would you have any of these books at all for your kids? Wow.
In fact, Donors Choose has helped hundreds of Utah teachers in need of fundamental supplies. Beyond the Books has discovered that since 2007, the website has helped raise more than $13 million to help Utah teachers.
As a teacher, we don't have a lot of budget and funding to get stuff in our classrooms.
It is no secret that teachers buy a lot of supplies out of their own pockets. But now we know about how much. Beyond the Books has uncovered this state study that suggests Utah teachers pay $425 out of their own paychecks. Utah does budget about $5.5 million to reimburse teachers, and districts kick in some money too. But it's only about $300 total.
Easily more than $500 out of my own pocket.
Edison Elementary teacher, Brianna Taylor-Loff, says the stipend from the state is fine, but that money usually goes for the very basics.
That also has to pay for pencils and paper and crayons and all the other things that your classroom needs.
She says if she needs anything else, she has to turn to Donors Choose.
My husband's a teacher too, and so, you know, we're funding 2 classrooms.
We have to supply the tools for teachers to do their job.
State Representative Lowry Snow is on 2 powerful state education committees. We asked him why teachers keep getting short change.
I mean, there's no question they need more money. I mean, in the end, right, it's the legislature's job to do something about it. Would you agree?
And if we're not funding that, if we're not making sure that those supplies, those basic supplies are in the classroom, then I think we're falling short.
He says his committee asked for $2 million more to help teachers with supplies this year. The cash, he says, was slashed in the state's Executive Appropriations Committee.
And the amount appropriated for school supply has remained really flat for a number of years.
But now there may be some movement. Because of this story, Snow says his committee will study the problem. It could mean a bump in supply funding.
I'm also saying this is an area that I think needs to be looked at again.
And I bought.
Meanwhile, Cindi says she will continue to turn to Donors Choose since, at least for now, she can't turn to lawmakers.
So without Donors Choose, the teacher is gonna be...
Shelling out your own money.
Yes, totally, yes.
So if you're thinking about donating to Donors Choose, you should know that they don't just send cash to teachers. They actually purchase the items, then send them to the school so that the teachers aren't doing anything with the money. Also, if you have an education story that you think we should investigate, give us a call.
It's telling